Welcome back to Divinity 648. This is the current energy influence for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus. And you want to look at your birth chart to see if you have Virgo in your house placements. Free online calculator is astrocafe.com. I was also told that there's one called astrolab.com. These should be available to you for free. Check your placements, and that should be how this energy should fit well for you in your life, in your circumstances. Virgo, before I even begin, let me explain something. I'm an energy intuitive. So I am completely in the energy of Virgo, okay? If I swear, I'm in the energy of Virgo. It is necessary for you to understand what I'm saying. If I change my demeanor, my voice, my tone, my accent. I am a high vibrational intuitive, which means I work with high vibrational energy and nothing less. So while channeling, I tend to do things called transmediumship or trans channeling, where my voice will shift, my demeanors will change. Okay, so into the session for Virgo for the month of November, or whenever you are drawn to this reading, because karmic cycles energy repeats itself because it always comes back around. Which means if you're not going through this right now, but you find yourself coming across this a year from now or, months later, it can very well still apply to the situation, okay? So Virgo, you are perspectives change, right? It's like everybody collectively, because of this new beautiful planet that now we can see, which has always been there, um, everyone is ascending. Everyone, whether they want to or not, is being forced to accept that there is a force here greater than any human being we've ever known to exist, right? Physical human being. There is a force in motion that is changing everything we thought we knew and understand about this world, about our worlds, right? We're seeing people in a different light. Our perspectives are changing because our mindsets are changing. Our ability to function with more of our brain has increased, meaning intellectually, as a collective, we are progressing as human beings, okay? Virgo, the energy of Virgo has been charged, believe it or not, by your ancestral uh, soul ties, okay? It's important to understand ancestral soul ties, okay? Think of it like the tree, the tree, okay? This is huge. Trees are very important in our life, and I'm going to keep referring to them in all of my readings. The tree, okay? It comes from this little tiny seed and it grows to be ginormous, like a giant, right? And it has roots into the ground, which keeps it connected with all living things. It has a body, tree trunk, right? A nice big body that is meant to be big to be more sustainable, right? And then it has these beautiful branches, and the branches have more branches, and then they have fruit, some have flowers, some have leaves. So our ancestry is the same, okay? Our original ancestors are our roots, and then they grew by having more children, which became the tree trunk, which became the branches, which became the branches that come off the branches or arms of the branch, whatever you call it, right? Which would be our closer generations to us, the ones that we probably know of, because I don't know how to explain, your great, 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 And then you've got you, the leaves, the flowers, and when they die, they fall to the ground, or they blow off the branches, right? That's the transition of passing on. But that seed that comes off that tree just grows into another tree. They grow into something else, right? Or they become one with the soil and makes the soil more rich so that way the tree can grow more, which would be ancestral wisdom, right? Your ancestors pass on and they connect with you. Your loved ones, your family, your friends, they pass on and they connect with you. They get closer to you on a level that you can't even imagine. They're one with you, right? Because that tree gets its nutrients from the ground. And when your ancestor passes and becomes one with the ground, with the universe, they are now able to work with you on a higher intellectual level, which allows you to have their wisdom, their guidance. Hey, intuitive guidance is strong for a reason. So Virgo, you are you are surrounded by ancestral wisdom. You have been charged with the energy that is external to our mini galaxy, that is the size of a rice grain compared to the rest of the universe. Okay, so Virgo's energy, like most energies, have been charged. There's still some energies that need to get charged, but as we're in rotation, it will get charged. Um, so Virgo, you're being charged with this beautiful energy that radiates on the intellectual level. And this is ancestral wisdom. You're never by yourself. You are starting to realize this. And if you are not having firsthand experiences, well, you are, but if you are not seeing them for what they are, you are hearing about it in other people, or it's an external uh visual that is influencing you internal, okay? Um, and this is because enough is enough. Change is needed. Everybody's asking for change, for help. You go onto YouTube and you YouTube NASA planet sounds, and they literally have the sounds, the vibrational sounds, the sound waves that come off of each of the planets that they have access to right now. Keyword right now, key phrase right now. And Earth is like this beautiful hum, this beautiful, like, euphoric sound, whereas the other planets sound like they're in freaking duress, which is another reason why it blows my mind that you guys want to go out there and look for life on either of those planets. Blows my mind. But anyway, um, so Earth has this euphoric, beautiful sound, right? Collectively, the souls on this beautiful planet is what makes that sound, because all of our vibrations totals this massive vibration, and we are not at the vibration we are supposed to be at, because majority of the people that are living on this planet are in pain. So the in between comes in, right? And the in between energy, the new influence, that intellectual upgrade, is because that beautiful planet that we can now see is influencing us. It's sending us those positive vibes. It's sending us those energetic charges that allow us to utilize more of our brain, more of our minds. It's opening up our consciousness. It's helping Virgo energy primarily right now to step up. There's no more sitting down. It's time to step up, right? It's time to accept the in between. It's time to accept that there's way more going on down here than we understood all these years after the others transcended and left this planet, right? It's like everybody wants to know where they went. Think about that. One, they didn't bury the dead. Not all of them got buried at one point. It would just be burned. Um, but look, that's another channeling, right? So Virgo, you're in this energetic download, upgrade, charge type energy where out of nowhere you'll just knock out, take a nap, wake up, fully refreshed, some of you fully recharged, lots of information in your mind, lots of creativity. You're realizing you're coming into fruition, you're stepping into yourself, you're helping other people, you're feeling guided, right? And even if you're trying to fight that guidance, they're gravitating towards you for help, they're gravitating towards you for aid. Um, a lot of them are fighting that gravitational pull because they are stuck with their ego and they're stuck in their ways. So, if you could do anything in this world, if you could be anything in this world, if your career could be anything of choosing, go do it. Just go do it. Because you are being supported, you're being guided, you've been feeling this way internally for a long time. And the more you fight it, the more duress, the more hardship, the more emotional baggage, the more stagnation you're noticing in all areas of your life because you're holding on to something that you need to release, right? And that's the old way of living. That's the old mindsets. That's the old uh you know, think of it like we had the Renaissance phase, people don't behave like that anymore, right? Not really, even though they should. Or you have like Woodstock and all that stuff, majority of society does not behave like that anymore. That's how you have to apply your mindset with the way that things are changing now. Racism is dead. Believe it or not, it's dead. Like the energy's already dead. The stagnation of that energy is still lingering, right? But it's dead. Racism is not going to be tolerated anywhere anymore. Just like those old eras have faded out, those trends are no longer in existence. The way that we no longer um, the way that we teach, lost languages. I mean, my God, the city I live in won't even teach kids cursive. If you can't sign your name, how do you have your own individual identity? That's ridiculous. Things like that are like that have faded. So is racism. So is perspectives and changes that need to go. So you are seeing this, you are loving this. Some of you are not loving it, but you have no choice. um, there is a lot of divine order in play, right? There's a lot of divine order. This means divinities are awakened or awakening, and they are challenging the way that things have been because change needs to take place. And a lot of Virgo energy is in this energetic upgrade where you are challenging, you are argumentative, you are questioning morals and ethics that have been embedded into your genetic code for ancestral lineages, I don't even know how long, that are actually invalid, and your inner guidance from your ancestors that are presently around you, influencing you to make these changes. They see where they were wrong. They're trying to help you. So the more you fight it, to schedule a private session with me, please visit divinity648.com. All appointments are made online. Payments are processed through a third-party service called PayPal. Your information is always secured. I do require people to become members of the site in order to book a session. It is completely free. And for those of you who are repetitive customers, you want to email me and inquire about the Karmic Rewards program. Basically, I am able to track the number of sessions, the type of sessions you have. So when I see that you need another session, I can give you an individual promo code that gives you discounts off your session, right? I mean, we've got a lot going on, so not everybody can afford sessions. If that is also your situation, you want to email me you can actually send your inquiries to info at divinity648.com, or you can email me directly, Christina at divinity648.com. And that's for same day emergency appointments that cannot be booked through the website. That's for joining a Karmic Rewards program. And that's if you are suffering a financial hardship, but really need some help too, right? I get it. And I am an energy intuitive, so I will know when you're being genuine, and I will know how to proceed accordingly, okay? So that's info, INF, like Frank, O, at divinity, DIVINITY 648.com.